This is a 2 terabyte external drive. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and if there's one thing I'm always looking for, it's more storage. There's just something about modern computing where it used to be you'd have megabyte size files, now we have gigabyte size files, and it's easy for me to overrun even a 1 terabyte storage device. Enter this. This is the DIGIERA 2 terabyte Magnetic Portable SSD. So it is a solid state drive. It's essentially an external hard drive with 2 terabytes of storage, and has a really neat trick because it also is magsafe. Why would you want it to be magsafe? Because you can plug it in to a USB-C phone like this iPhone 15 Pro and actually use it as a connected device. So you can do things like record video and save it directly onto the drive. You can also use it as an easy way to transfer enormous amounts of files, 2 terabytes. You could have all of the Lord of the Rings, all of the Hobbit, all of the Star Wars, all of the Harry Potter movies, all on this device, and then just plug this into your USB-C phone, and you're able to watch all of those movies without anything else required. That's pretty slick. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. So it is USB 3.2 Gen 2x2, which gives you up to a theoretical maximum of 2,000 megabytes per second on read, and it can write 1,800 megabytes a second. So I'm going to actually test this, and then I'll show you how this all works, because I got a couple of fun little demos. But size-wise, you can see it's basically the size of like a MagSafe charger. So it's 2.3 inches wide, and it's 4/10 of an inch thick, and it's 1.6 ounces. Even with their high-speed USB-C cable, this is easily something you can have in your pocket. And you don't need to use it with a phone. Just so I'm going to say that out, right up front. It is magnetic. You can ignore that and just say, what a cool form factor for a 2 terabyte drive. Now, it does come in smaller sizes, but why would you want less storage, right? So if you do want to use it with your USB-C phone and it doesn't have MagSafe, they do conveniently include a sticky-sided magnetic ring that you can glue onto your phone or your case. I'd recommend gluing it onto your case, or sticking it onto your case, I should say, and then you can use this with the ring. So that works really nicely. Comes with a little user guide, not much you need to know. You plug it in, you're ready to go. So let's plug it in and be ready to go. So first, let's jump onto my Mac. So give me a second to move that stuff around. I have this hooked up to my Mac, so let's open up the drive. And you can see I've already put a couple of things on there. They're going to be more fun when we get to the iPhone side of the demo. But for this, we're going to want to run a couple of tests. So first off, I'm going to drag a 2 gigabyte file, okay, technically 1.95 gigabyte file, onto the drive, and we'll see how fast its write speed is. So I'm going to let go now, and it's chugging along, but for 2 gigabytes, less than a minute. That's not bad speed at all. And there we go, boom. So that's 2 gig. And now I'm going to move a folder that has a lot of files, because that's a different kind of copy. So we'll move this onto here, and we'll see how long it takes to do 600, I think it's 618 files. So it's not a particularly large folder, but yeah, I guess it's 2.1 gigabytes worth of photos. And again, you can see that USB 3.2 is working pretty well here. And it's not lightning fast, but it's pretty darn fast for the amount of data that's being copied across here. And 5 seconds, and we are done. Now, let's see, I think this Buckaroo Banzai movie, it's 500 megabytes. So that should copy onto my computer almost instantaneously. There we go. So that's pretty easy. Now, I'm going to run a disk speed test. And the speed test I really like is something called Black Magic Design. And The intent of this test is to actually ascertain if you can use a drive for video production work. So we're going to have to pick the drive. So I will pick the drive. And now let's run the test. And you can see here it suggests different formats, and then based on the read and write speed, it gives you a green check mark if the drive can handle that, and a red X if it can't. And so basically this drive is about as fast as an SSD can be. So it's really pretty lightning fast, and it will just keep chugging along. There's a couple of red X's on the bottom here, but luckily I never do any rendering in 12K video with ProRes 422, which is extraordinarily demanding on the bandwidth of a read and write drive. So suffice to say, this is super fast. You saw the demo of read and write. Let's go ahead and stop this. And now let me jump onto my iPhone, and I'm going to actually just move the camera around so you can see over my shoulder, because if I capture the screen on the phone, it will actually blank out when I start playing a video. So another second and I'll switch that around. I have the DIGIERA on the back of my iPhone 15 Pro, so let's flip this over, and the phone is still operating as you would expect. So now let's go to Files. And so Files is something not a lot of people on the iPhone use this, but it is an easy way to access external data. So I'm going to go to Browse, and then you can see it shows up as one of the options here. So I'm going to just choose the DIGIERA 2 terabyte, and there's our 2 gig file. There are those photos we copied. And then here's a couple of other things on here. So let's do an audio sample and some still in Files, and it's off the hard drive. It's not on my phone, but so I have this and I can listen to audio. I don't have the rights to that. So we'll jump back. I can go here. I can look at photos. I can swipe through photos. I can zoom in on photos. So it's an easy way to be able to share enormous photo archives. We'll ignore the low battery thing there. And then in terms of video, well, let's go back and let's go to check out Buckaroo Banzai. So now the video player is actually kind of interesting. It has some interesting features, but let's do that. So we rotate, we do this, and then I can turn it, and this is entirely watchable for a video that's not on my phone. It's not streaming. It's not on cloud. It's literally on that external drive. So very cool. And we're going to go ahead, and if I wanted to save it, I could do the share button, and then it saved the video. So I can now do save video, and now it's copied onto my phone. So now I could actually ostensibly unplug the hard drive, but I think this is just such an extraordinarily easy way to work with external storage on the phone. Now, let me jump back on camera. So there's the demo. I think actually the device works really well. It's really easy to work with. It's small enough that you can even forget you have it. I mean, look how small that is on the back of my phone. It's remarkable technology. It's lightning fast. It's solid state, so if while you're using it, you shake it up or something, it doesn't really matter if you drop your phone. Unlike the old physical drives, nothing bad's going to happen. What's not to like here? So, you can use this with any device. It's just an external drive. So anything you have that has USB-C, you can plug this into and use. You can reformat if you want it in a different drive format. It's an external drive, but it's an external drive that's that size, and that's pretty fantastic. So that's everything you need to know. It comes in black or white, and there's 3 different size options from DIGIERA, and that is 512 gig, 1 terabyte, and this size, which is 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes is an enormous amount of disk space. I really like it. I think if you're looking for external storage and you want to have maximum flexibility, this is a solid option. And if you're on the iPhone platform, or you're even looking at MagSafe 2 or Qi 2, you're going to have that magnetic system on other phones that are Android phones too. And then this is going to work even better because you can just slap it on the back of your phone. How cool is that? So definitely one to check out. Now, we are going to have to talk about the price, but before we get there, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications, and if you found this of value, and I certainly hope you did, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Excellent. This is the DIGIERA 2 terabyte magnetic portable SSD. Comes in black or white. And this size, 2 terabytes, is $249.99 at Amazon.com. The smaller sizes are less expensive, but seriously, if you're going to go for it, get the biggest possible storage you can, because in no time flat, you'll be finding that you're running out of space. So I'm holding out. Maybe next time I'll be looking for the 10 terabyte. But for now, 2 terabytes in something I can slip into my pocket. Fantastic. That's all I got. Hope to catch you in my next video.